Alrighty. Oop, hang on. There we go. Alrighty. Hey, everybody. Now, let's start that. Let's start again. Yeah, hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today. As opposed to tomorrow. Oh, God, you don't want to hear me sing. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, man. Today, what we're doing is working on our Revell B-17F Memphis Belle. Now, to that end, I've been busily detailing. There's a shit ton of detail on it. And what I want to do now, before I commence main assembly, is make sure I've got it all done. Because I don't want to start putting shit together and going, oh. Now what I'm thinking, excuse me while I clear a bit more space on this desk. I am very keen on getting a new desk. I digress. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And new desk will have much more space on it. Yeah. Now, so this we will now do. First thing I will do is have caffeine. Oh yeah. Light goes on. Camera comes around the outside, and the light comes up. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, what I'm thinking, I started telling you what I was thinking earlier, and then I stopped, is that I'm going to try and match colors, i.e., there are some things that will need to be interior green, other things will need to be various colors is the bottom line. And what I'm thinking is I will identify said colors, and once that is done, in different, all these parts of that color, all these parts of that color, boom, it'll be more efficient, I would expect. Now, I know I have some B-17 parts in here. Give me a moment. Now, in fact, I think there's a few parts in here. This looks like a B-17 part. By its the color of the sprue, I'll get that out. These are definitely B-17 parts. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. These are the steering wheels, for God's sake. If I don't paint them, I'm going to get kind of grumpy about shit. That's rubbing. I don't reckon that's. See, this is the sort of stuff that it's small, but that's from a Airfix. These are. Let's have a look at the sprue. That will tell us a lot. No, I reckon we are officially good with just those. Okay, so. Oh, hey man, how you doing? You're up late. Now, okay, so the colors I'll want on these, first I need to identify that. And I'm assuming it is actually part of a B-17, although we'll pop that there for the time being. Black, I reckon we'll start off with. Now, let's see what needs to be done on here. That'll include touch-ups and stuff. Sound. Yeah, all good. Maybe oh no, there's been. Now, what's that? And what color is it? I would say that goes on the bottom. That's an assumption. And if so, it should be Boeing grey. Looking. Still not finding. That one I know where it is. Let's have a look. It should be, I would suggest, on the... okay, so it'll be forward of here if it's anywhere. Purely because... Hang on. Wait a moment. What's that? I see, said the blind man. So, here. That must be where the rear wheel goes. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there for a moment, David. Hope you guys are good. Oh, that's brilliantly. Oh, dearie me. Now, I'm just trying to work out what colours I need to make this. I think that's the cover for the rear wheel. I think. Looking. It's not helping my cause here, it tells you. Okay, so, dearie me. Do you guys want to come on screen? I'll put the link up. Give us a moment. Rubbing. Okay, well, the easiest way to work that out then, that being so, it's not giving us the color ID on it. Just a bit frustrating. And does that mean, give me a moment, I'm trying to identify this part. Right. Oh, that's a win. Okay, so that's the rear wheel grip. Give me a moment and I will get my shit together. RE invites. Delay. Now I've lost my place. Nice one, Rob. Oh, Rob, what have you done, big boy? Excuse me. Now, there we go. And yeah, it is. Okay, so that's for our rear wheel. It's got a bit of extraneous sprue there, but that's an easy remove, I should think. Which means both sides of this need to be interior green. Boom. All right. Oh, hey. Hey, Penny, how you doing? Oh, you're driving home? Well, yeah. Ha. Now, give me a moment. Delete. Bing. Ding. Ding. And ding. And boom. There we go. So yeah, if you guys would like to join me on the screen, let us just put your click on the link and away we all go. Now, these are the guns and they're all good. Oop. And this, yes, we'll pop that there. Yeah, remember doing the guns. Pretty happy with them. Alrighty, now I'll give you a quick zoom in. So you're pretty happy with how they came up. Whoops. That one obviously got a bit of a schlepping. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, happy with the guns. They're not quite sure if I'm. There we go. This can become our basket of the unsure. This is just empty sprue. What the hell is that? So yeah. Why have I got it? What is this? Some kind of display? Deary me. I need to organise my shit, guys. I'll tell you. Now there's that. There's our guns. They're happy. This is actually no, I won't put them in there because I did have them in there. This they shall now return to. Next, don't need to worry about them. Aha! Here's stuff that's been detailed and I want to check over. This is the comm units and stuff. What are the interior things? Now, let's have a look. That's the bomb site. Yeah, I believe we're solid, kids. Yeah. Apart from that and that. So we'll have a bit of a look at that. I'm actually pretty happy with how they look. So yeah. There's that one. Let's see, any other? These are all looking fine, I think. Yes, Roy. Now, there was one of these that I wanted to, not one of the, let's still check it. Yeah, all of these are good. Now, there was one of these that needed tidying up on. This I recall. Was it this one? Rubbin. I do remember there being one that required some touch-ups. Pretty happy with how that looks too, actually. So yeah. Anyway, so all of that can be put back then. So no need. Actually, I haven't gone through some of the more extensive areas that I've got I've detailed, which is stuff like engines. There's a lot of detail on the engines on this, but I'm pretty pleased that all of that's good. Zoom you out. All right. These are all the bulkheads and stuff, main structures. So far, my catch-ups aren't going to be too extensive. That's good. Alrighty, next. Let's just checking what else I've detailed or not. That'll be good there. These are wheels. Good. Okay. Now, I'd probably be well advised to stand up to get this locked down. Is this? Oh, these are also parts of the guns. But they're all good. Why are these separate? I reckon it might be. I know what it is. It's to do with those. Either way, so I'll pop them with the rest of the gun stuff. We have an engine bit here. That's all good. Now, but first, let's get the rest of them down. All right, we'll start with the engines on this lot. I reckon there's the one that needs tidying up. That's interior green, goes over here. All right, now I'm going to need to be a wee bit careful getting all this shit down. Something else, and I clearly haven't been very careful with that gun part. Now, with this, I've got engines and parts of the wheel bay here. A whole stack of stuff I need to for fuck's sake. What's this from? Oh jeez, these are what I knocked off then and cursed about was I had knocked off some decals, and at in the final analysis, what the hell? Interesting. I'll show you something in a minute that I find, well, at least I find it interesting. You may not, and that is your prerogative. Your prerogative, good sir and lady, as the case may be. Now, and I suppose in the modern era, I should probably go the extra mile and say, and others. Now, here we go. What I was going to show you that I found interesting with the B-17, they've actually had, I've forgotten about this one, 3 different types of B-17 nose canopy. And it's curious because you wouldn't have thought so. But there we have it. This one, okay. This is an unusual one. I'm not quite sure what that would go on specifically. It may be that this goes onto a different make of B-17 or a special purpose one or whatever. But I haven't seen that square area cut out. Normally you got that solid. You've got that little V shape and you've got the guns out the side. But that's about the extent of it. So yeah, things to think about. Things to make you go, Now, well, they make me go, anyway. All right, let's see. Now these are also part of the, I should probably put those so you can not all blurred in. These are part of the engine area, but I'm not quite sure what colour, so we'll pop them over there. These are completed parts of the engine. Now, what I might do, given the size of them, is, oops, okay, yeah, I'm going to do some tidying up on them. Metallic stuff can go there. This needs repairing. Repair stack. That's all good in the hood. Now that's a wheel part, engine bay part goes there. All right, all good. All good, all good. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Or that color. Great pile of the unknown. Completed. Because of that, we've got a great pile of unknown. Now, let's see. Also needs repair. I have the part for that, happily. And there's only one spot there. So more repair pile stuff. Where did I put my repair pile? Here. And that might be my first port of call, actually. Now, let's have a look. Yeah. Wouldn't mind maybe just, oh no, that's not going to matter that much. That's fine. All right, we're looking good. What these are, give me a bit of a zoom in so you can see what the hell I'm looking at. These are, that's the ammunition racks. This is, I believe, part of the, I'm not sure if it's the ball turret. I reckon it'd be the ball turret. Because then you'd have your bits and pieces hanging there. And your ball goes there. This is part of the, what the guns go into. Is like this, that, all go into the ball. But overall, I'm happy with the condition of that as detailing. So, I should probably put that with the guns, really, now, shouldn't I? You think about it. And that, pretty happy with that. That's just ammunition, right? That's the ammunition. On this one, on some of them they gave detail for the ammunition, some of them they didn't. So what I've did was that, which is, my theory is people will look and they'll see the brass of the rounds and the aluminium color of the, or steel coat of the rounds. And at least they'll see that, if not the actual definition on that. So yeah, I could probably give that a bit of a tidy. Yeah, we will. Just for my own edification. Let's see what we got here. These are the wheel stems. I'm pretty chipper with them. Yeah, they're good. Happy with them. Now they're slightly different, so we'll pop them there. They're not wheel stem or engine bay. Well, they are. They do go into the wheel. Well, yeah, I'm not going to go into a huge rant about. These are part of the. Now they could use a bit of love with interior green, so we'll do that. These are complete engine covers. Let's have a good close look. Happy with that. We'll put them as a completed. Let's see how this one's looking. A bit askew, but yeah, we're good. A little bit. This is the rear gunner position. And something I find a little bit frustrating. Here we go. little bit frustrating is that if you look at this one, they've got really nicely defined ammunition. So you can, but they don't do it on all of them, as I showed you. So a bit frustrating that. Yeah. All right, but everything else here is, that's the bigger point. Is it ready to go? Tick yes. Engines. Yeah. I think they're sound. Now, getting down to brass tacks, kids. All right. Yep, good with that. They'll go up here. All right. That is part of the, well, that's one of the steering wheel widgets. Now, I know that I had planned to do that black. I'll pop that there. This is the engine thing that goes, not, yeah, well, there. On that one? Yeah, it'd have to be there. But how the hell? Either way. How the hell did I snap that one off? Dear God. Hang on. There's another. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just. There should be two more of these. Maybe that's why I'm finding it a bit. Oh, no, you look. No. Hello. Hello. Now, that'll tell us why. Nope. Where? That's mystifying. How the hell could because this should go there, but how the hell does the sprue? Whatever, man. Whatever. So to achieve this, or has it come off something else? Who knows? It'll do the job anyway, is the bottom line. What I'm also going to do very quickly, two things. Going to zoom out. I want to see if now these have manifested as being B-17 parts. I don't know what are or what colour. Looking, not finding. What I'm speculating about is that being one of the steering wheels. Where's the other one? So now there's about half a dozen places, and in a worst case scenario, I can fashion another one. Now this goes into our repair pile. With that, for these, where I've knocked off what 3, 4 of these little straight bits, I'll just do a bit of sprue stretching and then put one in and then tidy that up. Now, in the meantime, maybe well advised to go for a bit of search and destroy. I'm going to go a bit of search and destroy. Well, not search and destroy, search and locate. More's the point. Oh no, I'll do that later. I'm speculating. What the hell? No, it's okay. About that other one of the steering things, but hang on a moment. What I'll also do now, repair pile. I haven't finished looking at these. How am I going with these? Am I happy with these? Yeah, that goes in the completed pile. So is that. And I would suggest that. Could probably use a bit of a tidy up through there, but I'll worry about that later. All right, now these can go in. And what are they? It's all engine stuff. They can go up here actually. The other engine bay stuff and engine stuff. Right. Now we're starting to get places. Now I can safely say that I'm actually looking at, given that this is all the detailing, it's mostly touch-ups and stuff that needs to be done that's left, very close to ready to rock and or roll on assembly, which is kind of good. Now, next. Yeah, I'm going to need to stand up again. Dearie me. Ah. Oh, I tell you, I didn't enjoy that too much. Now, first things first, let's get these down. Bam. And there's this. Dear, oh, there's more. God damn kilogram. Oh, this just came off the sprue. Spewing McEwen. Being that. Now, give me a moment whilst I. And. There's the other steering column. That needs to be painted though, so it goes over to there. Oopsie-days. Bring that down. Well, we're going to bring all of this down ultimately, aren't we now? Now. All right. Making good progress on the identification front. It's all coming together, people. That actually reminds me of a line from one of the first dodgy vids me and some mates saw. The big line is, I got it all now. There's a whole story behind that and scene description to really convey the whole joy of that line, but not on public. Yeah. Anyway, now let's have a look at this, shall we? No. So you're pretty happy with all of these? Yeah. That's good. Hang on. Yeah, that's good, sir. We're solid. Happy with all of those. Could maybe do a tidy up there. Yeah, I will. Just because. That's a dark grey. You over there. These. Yeah. I'm pretty chipper with all of that. Completed. Yes. Now, Have I done these? I believe I have. But not with the Boeing grey. There we go. Boeing grey is required here. So I've done those top parts, but not the Boeing grey that needs to go there. All right. Now, round this one's again, I believe, all done. I suppose if I wanted to be real particular, I could go something under there. I probably don't need to be that particular. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that, I reckon, by and large. Put that to there. Now, what else was there? Oh, wow, yeah, these. That's a Boeing grey. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's looking really solid. Oh, no. No, I'm happy with that. It looks a bit etchy sketch on that side, but that's because there was no definition. I've just tried to sort of vague it out a bit based on that. But I'm happy with that. That, however, needs to be Boeing grey, so we'll put this with we'll keep it there actually. Boeing grey stuff. What was another one? Yeah, these. Yeah, nice and easy. Done. Bing. Now that's Bombay stuff. Not the city, obviously. That's part of the Bombay frame. This is the central pillar of the Bombay frame. They go on either side. There you have it. Now, next on our agenda, kids, and then, depending on the time, it will be time to actually start doing some painting. Heaven for fan. Now I'm seeing a shitload. All right, that's fine. That's all good. Here we go. And in fact, I've also realised I've got another thing of repairs needed here. This is a seat support, and part of it shattered on me when I was cutting it off the sprue. Now we can compare it to one that is surviving, in as much as, all right, so it goes 1, 2. There we go. If I turn around a bit, that'll work. Okay, so it's just that bit there that needs to go on by the looks, but we'll put that with our repairs pile. Not sure about that. I'll say it's interior green. Okay. These are bombs. Might want to check on that. So yeah, we'll put that in the pile of the great unknown, as indeed these. That is unknown because that is, yes, indeed, our good friend from over here. War bombs. What are these? Okay, so we've also got to do, I reckon these need to be, okay, so we need to do a bit of identification. These are the, I reckon there's more than those for the wheels. That's a whole other story. Actually, no, it's not, because I should probably locate them. Because, all right, now, All the stuff I don't know, I'm going to put aside, or if I need to look at something else, and then I'm going to get started on the stuff that just needs to be touched up or painted or whatever, just so that I can get some colours going today. None of this do I know as to what colour it should be, if it needs to be olive or whatever. We'll work that out later. Now, these are done, aren't they? Yeah. So they can go up here for the time being. Now, these need to be hit with metallics. Let's start with, and actually while I'm here, I might give that a bit of a file. We might give that a bit of a touch up anyway. I believe that was planned, so we may as well just go the whole box and dice. I'm wondering why I didn't do that sooner, and I've realised it's because I painted it on the sprue. And yeah, there we go. Ah, that's why it would have come off like that on the other one. All right, now. All right. Now what I want to start with, I'll zoom out, is interior green, which is, boom, US interior green. Ooh, I'm running low on this. Dear me, Guff. Now, I've got to do the boogaloo, well, as I always say at this juncture, I don't actually know how to do the boogaloo, but that is what I say when I mean that I need to depart. Yeah, still shaking this for a while. In no more than 40 minutes, I would suggest. I've got to go for scans on my leg, as you do. On Monday, I go for scans on the other leg. Ba, 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 ba. Starting to come together. I've become quite militant on mixing my paints after a friend pointed out to me that unless you are completely thorough with mixing your paints, there's a few things that happen. One, they get gluggier as you get thicker. And as I use these paints that, yes, I'm putting on with brushes at the moment, but as I often airbrush with them, paints getting gluggy is a bit of an issue. The other is, of course, consistency of colour. You might start off with a paint at a certain density of colour and shade at one stage, and it'll be subtly different by the time we got to the end. And I thought to myself, the man has a case. So yeah, I've been, as I said, quite militant on that front ever since. Now, that I could probably airbrush. Do I need to dust that? Now, something I might give some thought to. Well, hang on. First, let's get a start on this anyway. Yeah, I'm going to need to get more of that colour. Although I'll check my supplies first. I may have some in the substantial quantity of spare paints I have. Now, we'll start with, I'll actually got a bit of a rough brush here to do. Hang on a moment. Oh, that isn't the part I thought it was. Rubbing. Hang on a moment. Hang on. But then I've got, Rob. Now I'm just confusing myself. Give me a moment. So what do they reckon is the parts? That's parts these ones there. So what's 45? Am I going to chase that? Probably not. Because I'll end up doing my own head in. We'll come back to that. Now, foist. We'll put them on our seek and destroy colour thing. Alrighty. Now, need to do a bit of tidy on this. As you can see, there you go. But I inadvertently got a bit of steel paint on that. So we'll just tidy that up. This is now. I don't think I necessarily need to do the back, but I shall. Largely on account of it behooves me. Actually, if I'm going to do that, what I should do is try to mimic the pattern I have on the other side. I'm not convinced that I need to do this, and I think this probably goes against the wall of the Bombay, but just in case I'm wrong, I will do this with it. I'll get a bit more fastidious on the line when I bring the steel on the edges. Will be the plan. Now, all right, so just doing that with that. I might go a little higher here. There we go. There. If I go too far, that's fine, because I can just paint over it with the steel. But there we go. So that's that. I wouldn't mind giving the very top of this, just along that line there, a bit of love, just because. Just along here. There we go. Yeah, that's nicer. All right. Maybe just a little in here. Again, not sure to what extent that's really necessary. But hey. All right. Now. I'll do this one by hand. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I just realised something. It wouldn't, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to myself a bit here. As I am wont to do. And it would be interior green on both sides. Okay. Well, I'll do that with a much bigger brush. This. Now, which brings us to... yes. Now, I wanted to do... Actually, I should put them over to here, the black pile. What did I want to do with these? Just a bit of tidying up. Yeah. Now, all right. Oops. And then just around. Just to make that nice and pretty. There we go. All right. Now, actually what I could do. So now, well, that'll keep them together, which is kind of good. These are ends of the, I guess it's the wheel bay at that point, that are on the inner engines. These are one end of them. All right. Now, one thing I want to quickly find out. Okay, yeah, that sits lower than. Just work out how I'm going to position that if I'm going to paint it. What I might do, I have a cunning plan. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have a plan, but it's not particularly cunning. It's all kind of fucking obvious, actually. This one's not looking as nice as his friend. At least not on that side. There we go. All right. Boom. All right. Now, what I'm going to do with this, because this sits lower than that, if I paint that very obviously, Oh, actually, wait a minute. I might be in. Yeah, I'm in a bit of luck. All right, I can do it that way. Now, all of this, the entire thing pretty much, needs to be interior green. That's how this rolls out. Excuse me, guys. Deary me. Now, once I've gotten this painted, I'm going to do a bit of a time check. And something I've just thought about. Give me a moment, I'll zoom you out while I'm going to clean this brush. And then I'm going to get a much bigger brush in on that. Now, next, I've got a very chunky for a punky sort of brush going on this for this very purpose. Well, not this specific purpose, but this sort of purpose. And it's great. Makes me a happy camper. Yes, it does. Nah. Oh. All right. Now, we'll go with this one. Boom, much bigger. Oh, that's much bigger, as the choir boy said to the bishop. Or is it as the bishop said to the choir boy? I guess it depends on who's the giver and taker. Oh dear, I've got a little X-rated there, haven't I? Dear, oh dear. Well, hey. A bit late now. Having been sent to a Catholic establishment when I was young, yeah, it's always Bishop Choir Boy. I came out unscathed. Don't know if I should feel rejected or not. Now, this part's actually very visible on the kit because it's the rear wheel bay. So I'm going to want to give this a second coat for sure. This probably won't be visible, I wouldn't have thought. Might be under the floor, but I could be wrong. So just in case, who's of course the son of Gary Case, just in case. Yeah, no, that was pretty sad. Actually, that wasn't even mine, what's worse. A guy who had gone out with my sister had told me that, yeah, he had a football coach named Gary Case. And when the coach's wife fell pregnant, that was the rip they gave him. It was, so what are you going to name your son? Justin? Yeah. Yeah. Could be worse. It could be the spare. Jesus, help me, tell you. All right. Actually pretty happy with the progress made thus far. Now, something I'm going to check before I dispense with the interior green. Actually, there's a couple of things I might do with the interior green. I think completing the detailing is going to be, like, given also there's a whole stack of stuff that I've yet to identify on the colours, plus I've got the bombs, them I'll airbrush. I think this is going to be a 2 or 3 day job on its own. All right, now I believe it's now is it that way? It would have to be that way. Yeah, that'll sit nicely for us. All right. Now I'm going to give this brush a quick clean so I can research the colour pattern that I wish at my leisure. Now, the colour pattern in question is the one for the rear wheel brace. So we shall have a bit of a look-see, we shall. Yes. All right. Give that a rinse. All right. All right. Now. All right. Now, the thing I'm looking for, I found earlier. Here we go. Now, the colours that they recommend are C, which is matte grey. Don't think so. I think we can do get a bit more lively than that with it. Now, first, let's get rid of this. Oh, guys, we can do so much more than matte grey. Really? Okay, let me just get this. Oh, yeah. Yes! We can get all sorts with this. I'll zoom you right in. Now, you can see there's a bit there that I've got to get rid of. But in light of, give me a moment. Our main stems having those brass linchpins and stuff like that. Why the hell wouldn't I do something similar on this rear one? Now, which as you can see has some nice linchpin action going on. Which is more on the other side, but yeah. All right. Now, so we'll start off. Sprue cutters. Who brings the metric system down? Shall I go from this angle? There we go. Boom. Nice and easy. Now that bit there, I would say is meant to be. There's a bit that stretches out the front. Because of how defined it is, I would suggest that's meant to be there. And finally, all right. Now, what I need to work out is right, here we go. Now what I'm thinking, the only real question I have is what colour I'm going to do that. This will be mostly, I would go, the stem will be Boeing grey. The linchpins are going to be bronze. That can be brass. We can go dark grey around there for the rubber. We'll go probably oily steel for that. Now what we'll also do is give that a bit of a file. Oh, hang on a moment, can't quite read that. But more. Thanks for the encouragement of such behaviour. Now, what I might do, as I said, is give this a bit of a file. It's got a bloody great seam on it. Bloody great seam, lad. Now, we'll just file that down. There we go. It's looking much better already. Actually, something I might want to consider, and indeed shall consider, is giving this a bit of a wipe. Because otherwise, I can guarantee you, I will knock that over or something will happen with it. And I'll officially be an unhappy camper. And I don't want to be an unhappy camper. No, I do not. Oh, this is going to be a bit tricksy though. Dear me, glad that didn't go to the floor. Could have done without that. No. Oh. There we go. And across there. There we go. Good. Alrighty. Now, because I'm going to really, Rob, because I'm going to do the stem Boeing grey, what I'll do is whack that into the some blue tack on a plinth whilst I attend to the detailing that area, I reckon. Now, oily steel will be our first port of call and probably one of our bigger ones. So, to the what I might also do, give me a moment, let me have a closer look at this. I see, said the blind man. Right, so this has actually got some really nice detail on it, guys. There we go. Now, well, it still has some extraneous sprue there. Scope this shit. Now, so what I'm thinking, I'll get a toothpick to do the some pointing here for you. Give me a moment. Yeah. Oh, convenience. Toothpick. Now, what I'm going to do, as I said, you can see it's got some really nice detail on that. And what I'm thinking is this area here, I'm going to do dark grey for the rubber of the, as that wheel would hit this, is like suspension sort of a thing. And I'll do likewise around here. This, I'm going to do oily steel. That, I'm going to do that, and that. I'm going to do bronze, although maybe I'll just do the ends of it bronze and that gunmetal grey to contrast the oily steel. That front area I might do tin. Bottom there will be oily steel, Boeing grey, oily steel, bronze, boom. There's the plan. All right, zoom out. Now my first one being oily steel, I reckon. Oily steel. Now, actually my first thing is, in you go. You stay right there. Yeah, that'll do the job for us, kids. Now, was I satisfied with these? I believe I was. Yeah. Yes, Roy. So they can go up here. Now, bit of card. Here we go. A bit of card. Now, dark grey, not dark grey, oily steel. Up there, I would suggest. And in fact, even with my crap eyesight, I can see it from here. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'll go a step further. That up. There we go. Whole handful of metals. And while I'm here, that's gunmetal grey. I don't know if I'll be getting onto that today. So in that regard, I'm not so bothered. Now, what I might do, once I've got the oily steel on this, I might wind the stream up so I can go and get ready for my appointment. Dear me. I wouldn't mind if it was an appointment to a highly paid position. It isn't. It's an appointment of a medical kind, which is just really, that's all you got to do. Yeah. Alrighty, now we'll go for a really crisp brush here, and there we go. What we'll do is the more fiddly bit there first would be my way to roll. Now, I think I need to tighten my thing up here a bit. Give me a moment. There we go. Now, there we have him. Where I want to go first is, hang on a moment. If I move that to there, that over to there, hit that, there we go. Now, around here. Now, was a little clumsy there. That's okay. But the area I was clumsy on is not a big one. Now, it's going to be a little tricky to get to that angle. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, all right. So, what I've done thus far is to that area there between the two bits of oily steel is going to be dark grey. Apart from where that stem starts, that's where the bone grey will commence. Next, zoom out a bit further. Now, raise that camera up a little. All right, oops. Yeah, I think I'm having a few boom issues that I'm... Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Now, cross here. Right. So, yeah, once I've got this other side done and the bit in between, I'm going to wind the stream up. Oh, yeah. Now, this is very obviously going to require a second coat. I mean, that's pretty normal practice, you know. Now into here. Then the bottom. Right, now the bottom. Oh, hey, Moto, how you doing? Oh, thanks, man. You've arrived late on the stream. I'm afraid I'm about to wind up once I've done the bottom of this. rear wheel stem area here in, well, the bit that I intend to do. How you been, by the way? That here we go. Once that gets through to there, in the oily steel colour. There we go. Nice. There we go. So, what I've done thus far on this, and it's not much really, but we've got, there's probably a better angle to look at it from here. So I'll put the dark grey for the suspension in there and in there. We'll have a bit of a tin thing there because you can see there's a little stem there, and when I put a bit of colour on that, I'm going to make that gunmetal grey for the stem area, but the ends will be bronze, as will all the linch pins, which are mostly on this side, I think. No, the other side. And yeah, so it will go. Now, zoom out a bit. I should clean this brush. Now, that is me done for today. I need to scooch off, I'm afraid. Now, today is Friday, Australian time, so I shall not be on tomorrow. Tomorrow is the sacred day of fishing. Me and a good mate go seeking bream. Now, Sunday I might conceivably be on, but I'm supposed to go for lunch with my dad, so I probably shouldn't. Probably keep my shit together and go and have lunch with my dad. He doesn't come into town very often. Alrighty. Now, actually, I should probably give you a quick run through of. So all we've done today, really, aside from identify what needs to be what colour, is we've given these a few touch-ups, just to make them look a bit nicer. A few little touches on here, just to make the interior green look that bit nicer again. I'm pretty happy with how the dash is, though. Always. Yeah, that's the interior wheel cover. I will be giving that a bit more of a touch-up because that's going to be quite visible inside or outside. Yeah. Now we'll get onto a whole stack of that. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, obviously, but next stream, I'm thinking what we're going to do is get into the repairs we need to do on the engines, which is going to be like putting this back on that where it should be, and stretching some sprue to tidy up where I've lost them and extend that one. Bit of stretch sprue will fix that real easy, and once it's in place we can tidy up the paintwork on them, which I'm also for the most part pretty happy with, but that's a whole nother story. Oh. Ready yeah, I bet you're ready for winter to be over. Normally by now in Australia we're pretty keen for summer to be over, but it hasn't been that bad really. I think we've only scored one day over 40, so you know it's at that point that over here that rates as permission to bitch denied. Alrighty, that's me done, guys. Thanks for watching. I do genuinely appreciate it. If there's any first-time viewers out there, it is time to hit the magic button of follow, like, or subscribe. That's if you haven't already. Now, if you'd like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And I'm Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Again, follow, like, subscribe. It's the aim of the game, people. Now, as far as my... Oh, thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, now as for my next stream, that will... You see, I could do a Sunday morning one as far as Sunday morning Australia goes, but the reality is that's Saturday night for most people in Europe and America. Let's get some reality, people. I think most people are out Saturday night. I just assume they are. If they're doing social things. Who knows? I might. But what I'll definitely be doing is coming on Monday, our time, which is Sunday, for those in the US and Europe. Or early Monday, if you're in Europe, depending where you are. So when I come back on that stream, we will get... I reckon it's repair time. I want to repair those engines. Yes, I do. While they're drying, we can do some more painting. Yes, we can. Alrighty. Well, again, thank you very much for watching. And I will be back, we'll say Monday/Sunday, at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. See yous.